In the past, when injustices were made known, and there's a big history, there's a whole trail of injustices, there's a trail of what our ancestors did to combat those injustices, to do something about it, to bring out about awareness of it, and to promote change, right? They went marching, they did riots, they developed their own organizations, and they said, united we stand, and they fought, right? So today we're seeing history repeat itself. We're coming to the realization of truth. We're becoming aware that we've been lied to, that we've been used, that we've been manipulated, that although certain systems were removed and they're no longer practiced, a different form of those systems have been installed, but it has been through our mind. So there's no more physical slavery, but we are in mental prisons. We are being harvested of our energy. Our free will is being manipulated, which means that a lot of the crimes, a lot of the things that we see have been orchestrated. If at a lower scale, we see these things happening in the homes where adults like myself are today speaking out about certain things and bringing about awareness. At a larger scale, these things have been happening as well. Our free will is able to be manipulated as long as our vibration is low enough for us to vibrate at the frequency of these lower entities, right? And those people who practice dark magic, those people who know how to manipulate free will and use those ancient practices, will do it for their benefit. If at a lower scale in a home this is happening, at a larger scale it is as well. So what do we do with this information now? Well, for one thing, we understand now how energy works. We understand how consciousness works. We understand that we manifest our reality based on the condition of our minds, on the conditions of our soul, on the conditions of our heart. And so if we want to see a different change today, we must heal ourselves. It's not about who did what. It's not about what the systems are doing to us. It's about what are we going to do about it, and do it smarter, not harder. Which means that we take the focus off of the systems. We take the focus of the people out of the people that hurt us. We take the focus away from the narcissist, and we choose to pour our energy back into ourselves. In the Bible, there's a scripture that I read. I do Psalms. That's how I combat spiritual warfare. I do the Psalms. I think it's Psalms. It might be 109. I'm not sure. It's either 35 or 109. I don't know. I'm not sure. But this is what it says. It says, I gave them love and they gave me hate. Right? So, and my love returned to me, or something. My prayers returned to me unanswered, something like that. The point being, it's that we call our energy back, we call our power back, we take our emotions out of it, and that's how we combat it. We pour all of that back into ourselves. We pour that love back into ourselves. We pour anything that we're pouring out into ourselves. We bring it back to us. If the systems, when the systems in place fail us, we remove our energy from it and we pour it back into ourselves. The reason being that now that we understand how energy works, going out there and marching, standing up and just fighting and saying this is wrong, we're still doing that thing which we know we're not supposed to be doing, because what we're doing is feeding these systems. They don't care if you're enraged, they don't care if you're in fear, they don't care if you are in a slumber. They only care that you give them, that you feed them your energy. It's like a big narcissist. So the narcissist doesn't care what type of reactions they get out of you, as long as they get a reaction. That's what feeds the narcissist. That's how they're able to siphon, kill, steal, and destroy. So what we do, we pull our energy back and we pour it into ourselves. And although it'll take some time, although this is the higher road, although it look at the beginning like, I don't want to fight, I don't want to fight, I don't want to fight, at the long run, anything that you don't feed dies.